Hey friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Tiffany. Happy Thursday. So it is Thursday. I've taken a few days off vlogging just because I did. We've just had a few low-key days and it's been nice to not having to pick up the camera. So sometimes I think I just need that mental break, and I've realized it's okay to take that mental break. Alice wanted to show y'all something. She's been working on some of her clay face stuffies for the characters from Rock-afire Explosion, the animatronic band. So she's been making her own characters out of stuffed animals and clay to make their faces, and then she's been dressing them up in clothes and everything. So she made this one like a year ago. Is this Rolfe? Yeah. My hand's stuck. So this is Rolfe DeWolf, the character from Rock-afire Explosion. He is the wolf, obviously. He normally has like a little puppet with him when he's like in the band, but she doesn't have the puppet. But she did the clay face on him last year, and then she just did his clothes today.
I just finished them.
So he's got a black shirt with a red checkered vest on and a red bow tie. The bow tie was on him, but she just finished his clothing today. So she wanted to share that with everybody. Good job. And she put her hair in curlers last night, and now it's curly today. What else are we gonna vlog about today? She wanted me to vlog. I was okay taking a third day off.
We should go to Billy Bob's Wonderland.
I'm not going to Billy Bob's Wonderland.
Vlog.
I'm not going there right now. Ugh. Rolfe took a nap. So this is what Rolfe DeWolf looks like when he's on stage at Billy Bob's. He's got the red checkered vest and the black shirt, and then his little hand puppet, which is Earl Schmerl. So I have to leave here shortly to go pick up the summer program school food that we get each Thursday. I've talked about this in previous vlogs, but our county does, anyone 18 and under is eligible to get the summer school food program, and we just go every Thursday and we pick up 7 breakfasts and 7 lunches for each of the kids, and that helps with the summer food budget for sure. Plus we get a gallon of milk per child, so we haven't had to buy milk in like 2 months. So our grocery hauls, you'll notice there's no milk. It's because we've been getting milk in the summer school food program. So I need to go do that shortly, and it is super hot outside. It's a real feel of 106 degrees, and I have no AC in the van, so I get to sit in the heat and wait in line. I'm not complaining about waiting in line. That part is fine. It's just sitting in the heat while waiting in line. It kind of makes me nauseous. But that's on the agenda. Today is Thursday, which means it is my weekly weigh-in plus weekly Mounjaro injection. So I did take that this morning. I lost less than half a pound this past week, so I'm just counting it. I kind of just stayed where I was same last week, which is weird because I did go up in dosage, so I thought that it would have kick-started a loss for the week, but I've noticed that I was more nauseous throughout this past week, starting the new dose while my body gets used to it, and I was eating more comfort foods because of the nausea. When I'm nauseous, I like to eat carbs, and unfortunately that's not what I need to be eating, being type 2 diabetic and trying to focus more on a high protein diet. I think the carbs sabotaged me. Go figure. So I will just do better this week, hopefully making better choices and being more aware of what I'm eating and getting my fluids in. I definitely did not hit my water goals this past week either. So I just need to rally and regroup and just focus a bit more this coming week. But I will let y'all know how that goes. I was definitely more nauseous over the past 7 days than I had been on the 2.5 milligram dosage. And as you know, last Friday we went out for our anniversary and I ate too much compared to what I should be eating on the med. Like, the meds dictate what I can eat at this point, because if I eat too much, I get sick. And that I found out the hard way last week when we went out to dinner for sushi. But that's the only time I got sick this past week. I was able to take anti-nausea meds, and that helped a lot. Plus chewing on ginger chew candies helped a lot. but just waiting for my body to acclimate to the new dosage and see how that goes for me. I'm expecting tomorrow to be the worst day because as the meds work their way into my system, tomorrow they will be at their highest concentration point. And then they start slowly decreasing again throughout the week until I take my next injection. But the day after injection is when the drug is at its most concentrated point in your body. At least based on, like, I'm not measuring the drug in my body each day, but I have an app that kind of projects the levels. And I'm just going based off of that. I'm sorry if none of this is making sense, but I expect to be more nauseous tomorrow than I am today because of the levels of medication. But anyway, that's the update on my GLP-1 journey and this past week and how that's gone, and just hoping for a better week ahead. I bought a case of these Bubblers, the Twisted Elixir flavor, which is raspberry, lime, and citrus. It kind of tastes like cotton candy in a way. It's pretty good. It's more flavorful than, say, a LaCroix or a Bubbly. So if you are looking for a sparkling water that has more flavor and less of that, like, sparkling water aftertaste, this would be a good option for you. I like LaCroix and I like Bubbly. I like Waterloo. I like these now. But these have antioxidants plus a little bit of caffeine in them. I think it's 90 milligrams of caffeine in each one. So it's like a little boost of energy as well as hydration. All right, it is 4 o'clock. I am home from picking up the school food. I got all that put away in the fridge and the freezer. Last week they were handing out watermelons along with the regular food they hand out. And then this week they did a cantaloupe. So I need to get that probably cut up, and when it's hot like this and I'm nauseous, really fruit and carbs are the only thing that sound good. So I'm gonna lean towards fruit instead of gravitating towards comfort carbs. But I'm gonna cut up the watermelon. We still have one watermelon from last week, and then the cantaloupe from today, and get those refrigerated. That way we have quick, easy fruit grab and go snacks. Will is still at work. He should be home soon. Tonight I'm doing sheet pan nachos, which was Alice's request for dinner this week. So I need to fry up the pound of ground beef and season it with taco seasoning, throw in a can of beans, and then I will assemble the nachos on sheet pans and pop them in the oven to melt the cheese. So that's the way I do it. So I'm gonna go do some stuff in the kitchen. So I've got the nacho pans ready to go into the oven to melt the cheese. I just made a mixture of taco seasoned ground beef, can of rinsed black beans, and a package of Uncle Ben's Spanish rice. Mixed all that together, and that's like the topping on there, and then I just topped everything with some Colby Jack cheese. So that's gonna go in the oven just until the cheese melts, and then we can add our fresh toppings: salsa, cilantro, sour cream, queso, etc. Cheese is all melted and dinner is ready. I got the toppings out. We've got shredded lettuce, cilantro, sour cream, pico de gallo, diced jalapenos, and some queso. So Alice, excuse me, went ahead and made the hand puppet for Rolfe DeWolf. That's his little Earl Schmerl. And it slides onto his hand. There's a hot glue down there.
It can come on and off.
Very cute. You did a good job. Still in the midst of listening to Keeping 13. I am on part 2. I've got about 3 hours left. And I'm listening at 2.4 speed finally, because I finally got used to their accents, the narrator's accents. But chapter 76. These books are huge. If you start them, just beware that you will be in them for a while. Alright friends, it's about 8 o'clock. We are going to sit down as a family and watch a movie. And then at that point, we will all wind down for the night. So thank you for coming along on another day. Drop a comment, share some love, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye.